Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Kensthetic with the Kensthetics, and I'm here with you guys today with a new video. So today's video is going to be kind of different, a little bit different. Today's video will be speaking about benefits enrollment for 2021. This is going to be applicable if you work for someone, if you have an employer. If you are self-employed, you may not find this video as helpful, so I did want to throw that out there before we got into the video. But if you work a 9 to 5 just like me and you get benefits from your job just like me, then you might want to watch this video to get more information, because this is basically me breaking down what benefits are. So if you are new in the workplace, if you are a recent college grad, then this video should be very helpful to you guys, because I feel like once I started working, no one really explained the benefits to me this way. So I just wanted to explain everything for you guys so that you guys can understand, so that you can make the right elections and be covered correctly. Okay, so before we get started, make sure you guys subscribe to my channel, hit that red subscribe button down below, and join the family, because we're doing big things over here. We on the road to 8,000 subscribers, so make sure you guys subscribe. Give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoy. If you guys find this information helpful, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up so that I know, and drop a comment down below with your thoughts, with your comments, questions, any questions you guys have after watching this video. Please leave them down below, because I want to make sure that you're getting the information that you need, that you're getting the answers that you need, and all of that. So if you have any questions, leave them down below. If you don't feel comfortable leaving your questions down below, you can always send me an email, or you can send me a direct message on Instagram at Kensthetic_, and I'll be sure to get back to you. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into the video. So just a little background on myself, just so you guys know, your girl got a 9 to 5. Even though I am consistent on YouTube, I upload often on YouTube, I post a lot of pictures on Instagram, I post a lot of videos on Instagram. A lot of people think I do this full time. This is really just a hobby, which turned into like a source of income for me, but it's something I genuinely like doing, so I continue to do it. But a lot of people will be like, oh my god, how do you have a 9 to 5 and you still do it? Girl, I just do it. Okay, so I have a 9 to 5 job. I am a financial consultant for a firm, but I also do offer financial consulting services on the side. So if y'all need help with anything, then y'all can hit me up, email down below. Don't DM me, email me. But I've been working I graduated college 2016. I started working September 2016. We're now in November 2020. So about 4 years in the workplace, and I worked 3 jobs. I'm on my 3rd job now. So just to give you guys some perspective on where I'm getting this information from, and the perspectives that I have when I share certain things in this video. That's just some background on me. So let's go ahead and get into the video. I have my notes written down here, so if y'all see me looking off to the side, let me see if I can put it on this side. Girl, this table is about to topple over. Okay, so just so you guys know, what is benefits enrollment? So benefits enrollment is basically a time where your employer allows you, it happens once a year, around this time, November, December, January, depending on the state that you live in. And basically your employer gives you the option and the ability to elect certain benefits that you want to receive. Some of them are paid by the employer, some of them are paid by you, some of them may be a hybrid of the two. So during this period, you may elect or change the benefit options available through your employer, such as health, dental, vision, life insurance, retirement plan, so many different things. So your benefits depend on your employer. So some of the benefits I'm going to speak about in this video may be available to you, may not be available to you, but I really wanted to keep it basic and focus on the main benefits that we should be getting from our jobs, just so that you guys can understand them in detail. So the benefits enrollment period is basically you making an investment in your physical, your financial, your mental health, based on the benefits that your employer has available for you. So I just wanted to run through some of the main benefits that we probably see from our jobs, and give you guys more detail on how you should be signing up for them. I don't really want to go in detail, because the election that you choose is very specific to you. It's not one of those things where I can sit here and tell you guys what to choose, but I did want to run through just so you guys have a basic understanding of like what each benefit covers, so that you can go ahead and make the right selection based on your situation or whatever. So the first one is medical. So you should plan to elect your medical plan based on how often you go to the doctor and what your medical needs are. So if you're going to the doctor and you're getting like regular checkups, like, you know, a teeth cleaning, an annual physical, versus someone who needs more medical attention, that is the difference between the option that you should elect for. You don't want to elect the lowest coverage when you need to go to the doctor more often based on, you know, medical history or things that you may be going through. Also, if you are someone who needs more prescriptions versus someone who doesn't need more prescriptions, that's going to be a factor in the type of medical insurance that you elect. The next one is dental. So do you visit the dentist often? Do you have a lot of dental needs? Do you have a little bit of dental needs? These are all things that you should consider when it comes to getting dental coverage. For me personally, I have like the lowest option because I do the basics. I get my teeth cleaning, I get my teeth whitened, but that's not a covered service. But I think for 2021, I may up my dental coverage because I am planning to get braces at the beginning of next year. So I'm gonna call, and you can also call and see, you know, what they cover and what they don't, so that you're making sure that you get the right coverage. So I need to call and see if they cover it, because I think after the age of 16 maybe they don't, but I'm gonna call and see. But that's another thing you guys can do. If you guys don't know what's covered based on what you need, you can always call your insurance to find out what's covered under each plan, so you can make sure you are choosing the correct plan. The next thing is vision. So your girl is blind, okay? I wear glasses, I wear contacts, I want to evaluate my eyes every year, like go get an examination. So these are all things that I factor in when it comes to the type of vision coverage that I get. I think I have the highest vision coverage because I need to make sure these eyes can see, okay? So if you wear glasses and contacts versus if you don't, if your vision is perfect versus if it's not, if your vision is changing versus if it's not, are all things that you should factor in when you're choosing your vision coverage. The next one, which is very important, and I really wanted to hone in on this one and speak about it a little bit more because a lot of people don't really know about it. So it is a health savings spending account. So this is something that you have the option to contribute to based on each paycheck that you get. Health savings spending accounts are important, just like all other benefits, because they are pre-tax. So for instance, let's say your gross pay, the amount that you get paid every month, is $1,000. Then, you know, they take away taxes, X, Y, and Z, and then what you go home with is basically your net pay. So you want to make sure that your net pay, not just the amount that you see on your paycheck, but the overall benefits that you're getting the most out of it. So health spending savings accounts are basically taken out of your paycheck before your net pay and before taxes. So it's like a pre-tax lump that they take and they put into this account that you can spend on health related items. So I would recommend, depending on how you want to spend it, that you try to put as much as you can into your health spending savings accounts based on things that you purchase. So for instance, I'm going to call it HSA because it's just a mouthful. So with the HSA, you want to first understand what it covers, right? Because the amount you put into that account depends on how much you're going to be spending. So some things that I know they cover is like 1-800 contacts. My contacts are covered under HSA. Under CARES Act, with the whole COVID-19, they started covering feminine hygiene products. So pads, tampons, anything related to feminine care is covered under HSAs. Don't quote me on that. I don't know if it was a part of the CARES Act that ended on September 30th. I'm going to go ahead and put a link down below so that you guys can see, and you guys can also see other things that are covered by HSAs. But after you identify what the HSA can cover that you're going to be interested in and you're going to spend money on, then you can determine how much you want to put into that account. So for instance, for me, I'm going to speak on it from a feminine hygiene perspective. I buy pads, tampons, maybe every 4 months. I just get a big supply, just leave it in my house, and I use it, right? So instead of me using money from my net pay, like the amount that's directly deposited into my account to buy pads, I'd rather use my pre-tax money that is in an HSA account to buy pads, because I'm basically getting more from my gross pay that way, if that makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense. But you want to make sure you understand, one, what the HSA covers, two, how much you should be putting into the HSA, and you want to try to put as much as you can into it, because that's basically pre-tax money. Like, you're getting more of your paycheck by doing that. So something else I wanted to say about HSAs, you guys may be like, ooh, like I could use it on stuff that is just not covered by HSAs, like for instance going to get your teeth whitened at someone who doesn't accept health insurance. Just say for instance you decide to go to my girl Whitening by Brooklyn. In case y'all don't know, that's who whitens my teeth. But say for instance you like, oh, I'm gonna go to her, I'm gonna let Lynette whiten my teeth, and I'm basically going to use money from my HSA account for that. It does not work like that. Whenever you use your HSA account for anything, I don't know if it's all the time or if they do like specific audits, but you do have to submit receipts and proof that whatever you purchase with your HSA account, like I have a card, so it's basically like a debit card, and I could go purchase things, but I don't think it's going to like decline if I use it on something that's not covered. But what happens is that the company comes back to me and they're like, you need to submit receipts showing that whatever you purchase is covered under what the HSA covers. So you can't be out here spending the money like it's your money. I mean, it's your money, but it's just money with a restriction on it, if that makes sense. So it's very important to understand what the HSA covers. Make sure you guys check out the links that I included down below. I wanted to include this because I think that's very important when it comes to HSAs. Even though a lot of us don't really know much on it, you cannot be walking around acting like it's free nilly-willy. No, you have to follow the rules, and they make sure that you follow the rules. So don't get it twisted. So the next benefit that a lot of employers offer to their employees is dependent care. So whether it be kids, whether it be a parent, whether it be a family member, they offer some type of dependent care. I personally don't take it because I ain't got kids and I just don't need it. But it could cover things such as like daycare services, after school services, and so much more. So you want to make sure you look into it. If you have a kid, if you have a family member you take care of, that is very important too. And for any of these benefits that you don't know if your job has, it's important that you contact HR because that's what HR is there for. So if you don't know if you have any of these benefits or you don't remember, you can always contact HR, and it's important and try to contact them before your enrollment period opens up, just because they may be overwhelmed once it does open up. So if you have all of your questions prepared and you send it over to them, they can let you know so that you're prepared, so that when the enrollment period opens, you set, you're ready to go, and you know what you're gonna pay. The next benefit that we see is the retirement plan. So what most of us know is 401ks, 401bs, 401cs, retirement plan. You want to make sure that you're putting money into your retirement plan because we don't want to work forever, okay? Like, I don't know about y'all, but I don't want to work forever. So putting money in your retirement plan is very important. Also, not touching the money in your retirement plan is very important. I know some people who, you know, things happen and they just took all of the money out. They paid the penalty because you do have to pay a penalty if you take it out. And they took all the money out and they live in large. They in Miami, they in LA, they overseas, they popping champagne, 42, this, that. Don't do that, okay? I want to do a whole separate video on retirement plans and information about that. So if you guys do want to see that, then comment down below and let me know. And I'll try to get that video out before-ish the enrollment period opens, or at the beginning, just so that you have that information. And if I don't put it out by that time, at least you'll have it for next year, and you can, you know, plan accordingly, get your ducks aligned so that you know what you're doing. The next benefit is life insurance. So this is a very, I feel like a lot of people around me are just now finding out the importance of life insurance. But you want to make sure that you have life insurance. You want to make sure that you have someone listed under your life insurance, and that's all I'm gonna say, because I personally don't really know much about life insurance. And the second to last benefit I did want to speak about is quality of life. So this may be called different things depending on your employer, but it's basically a benefit where they help you try to remain active, whether it's them helping you pay for your gym membership or them helping you pay for equipment to put in your house so that you can work out and remain active. But a lot of employees have this, and through the jobs that I've had, I've noticed that it's not really advertised or it's not really used because a lot of people don't really know about it. So you want to make sure that you do your research, you ask HR if this is something that they have as an option. As I mentioned, it may be called something different, but it's kind of like a quality of life, because it's basically like, what are you doing in life to make sure that you're okay physically, mentally, emotionally. I know some of them even cover therapy sessions. So if that's something that you use, something that you can benefit from, you want to make sure that you know if your job offers it and you use it. And then the last benefit that I wanted to speak about are commuter benefits. So some of you guys may know this as commuter, what is it called? they got different services like My Workday and all types of other stuff. But you want to make sure that if you are someone who's commuting to work, I know that this is kind of tricky right now because a lot of people are working from home, but if you take public transportation to work, if you take like carpools or shared services to work, if you have to pay for parking when you go to work, these are all things that may be covered under commuter benefits at your job. And as I mentioned, it is pre-tax, so that's a way for you to get more money out of it. I know that it covers, well, the one that I have covers Uber pools, but obviously right now Uber pool is not an option. So, you know, if I was taking Uber pools, then it would be easier and it would make more sense for me to allow them to take that out of my paycheck pre-tax and then me just use that card every time I need to order an Uber pool, if that makes sense. So you want to make sure, the more of the story, make sure you know what your benefits are, what they cover, understand your life needs. Do you use it? Are you gonna use it? Do it make sense? And then you go from there and notice and realize and elect what will allow you to get the most out of your paycheck. So some additional things that I wanted to note when it comes to enrollment periods, job benefits, is one, during this period of time while your enrollment period is open, you want to make sure that you make your election. Some people forget, some people don't do it, and once that period closes, that's it, because for the rest of the year you cannot make any changes besides your 401k, your retirement plan, and your life insurance. Other than that, you cannot make any changes. The only circumstances I believe where you can make changes is if you have a child or if you get married and you need to add that person as your dependent. Other than that, you cannot make changes throughout the year. The next thing that I want to say is that it is important to know what your benefits are and what you're signed up for, because a lot of them have a use it or lose it policy, where if you have the benefits, so if you have money in like an HSA account, you have until 12/31/2020, the last day of the year, to use it, and if you do not use it by that date, you will lose it. So you may be getting a lot of emails from like PayFlex or whatever other companies sponsor your HSA, and they're just like, hey, remember you have money in your account, make sure you use it by 12/31. And it may get annoying, but honestly, last year I almost forgot to use mine, and I had to run to Target Optical last minute and get new lenses on my glasses just to make sure that I use the money, because if not, then I would have lost it. So that's basically it for part 1 of my benefits enrollment video. If you guys have any questions, and yes, I mean any questions, make sure you leave them down below. As always, I encourage you to do your own research along with the information that was provided in this video. Make sure you guys go ahead and ask your human resource department any questions you have, any benefits that may have been mentioned in this video that you didn't know even existed. Make sure you ask HR, figure out if your employer offers them, and then go accordingly. But that's it for this video. I hope you guys found it helpful. I hope you guys learned something. I hope that you guys enroll for your benefits during this period. I know that a lot, I don't know if periods are delayed now because of COVID, but I feel like last year my enrollment closed on November 20th and now it's opening on like December 1st. So just make sure you're looking out for emails from your job. If you don't get emails, make sure you contact HR and understand when your period is opening, because this is a one-time thing. It's not all year. You got a couple of weeks, a couple of months to get it done, and then that's it. So that's all I have for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Before you head out, make sure you guys subscribe. Hit that red subscribe button down below. Join the family. Come. Give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed, if you learned anything, and drop that comment down below. And until my next video, which will be on Wednesday, I'll see you guys later.